This is my video discussion board about John Smith, and to be honest, when I first started this, I didn't know anything about John Smith other than he was in the Pocahontas movie. But after reading all his writings and watching the helpful videos, I've actually learned a lot of information that I didn't know about John Smith. And the first thing that I wanted to address is the fact that many people say that he was the first inventor of the American dream. And I feel like this is true because John Smith started out as a mercenary. He was in the military fighting the Ottoman Turks, and he was taken as a slave and then killed his slave master, and then it went on and on for him. And then after escaping the slavery, Smith became a well-known authority figure in Jamestown, Virginia. And when he was an authority figure, he quoted the Bible, 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 10. He said, he publicly stated that he that will not work shall not eat. And I think that's a good idea because in order to take charge of community, you have to set some ground rules for the people. And he came from a tenant farmer for a dad, and I think that what all Smith grew up in and what he made himself to be later in life is a good description of the American dream. And next is a quote from John Smith's The General History of Virginia, New England, and the Summer Isles. It says, the new president and Martin, being little beloved of weak judgments and dangers and less industry and peace, committed the managing of all things abroad to Captain Smith, who by his own example, good words, and fair promises set some to mow, others to bind thatch, some to build houses, others to thatch them, himself always bearing the greatest task for his own share, so that in short time he provided most of them lodgings, neglecting any for himself. So just the thing that he would do all this for other people without even caring for himself just proves that how great of a leader he actually was. And next is, one of the things that really appealed to me was the drawings that Smith did, and one that I really liked was the detailed drawing of Virginia. And after reading his writings and looking at his drawings, I honestly think that John Smith had a passion that he truly loved. I think that he loved to write and draw and everything. And I feel like John Smith wrote these books because he wanted other people to experience what he did in the New World. And I think that he was motivated by his past experiences, and he wanted to prove that he could be successful no matter how bad his past was. And I feel like my dreams are somewhat similar to John Smith. In my life, I want to prove to people that I can be successful in my career. I want to show people that I can overcome the obstacles just like Smith did. And also I had another quote. It says, in the General History of Virginia, it says, Smith addresses a number of letters exchanged between him and Powhatan, which reflect the respect that existed between them. And I think that's neat because he was getting ready to be sacrificed in that tribe until his daughter Pocahontas saved him. And this is my video about John Smith.